For some reason, I actually never really seen anyone mentioning this very easy, very simple trick. Right trackpad, mouse region. General settings, region size 48, horizontal scale 148. It will make the whole trackpad respond one-to-one to the place on the screen, which is extremely comfortable. And haptics, I usually turn off. I don't like haptics on the touchpad. Setting mouse region to be responsible for the whole screen, not some small square, but the whole screen. That just allows for a really nice and smooth gameplay. So yeah, I've been enjoying it like this for quite a while actually already. I cannot recommend it enough. Very precise one-to-one. It's almost like tapping on a screen, you know? It's actually very similar. Instead, you can do it much faster on a smaller touchpad. Let's shoot here. This target, boom. This target, boom. This target, that target. This target. So easy. So easy to shoot everything. I want to go to this corner, I click here. Want to go here, I click here. I want to open this window, I instantly open it. I want to open this inventory window here. I instantly open it. So it's almost like playing with a mouse, really easily navigating all these small menus and being able to do it with a single swipe. Not just like roll, 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 but swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click. Really fast and easy. With this mouse control set like this, I can actually micro. Of course not as good as on mouse and keyboard, definitely not. But I'm doing it not bad. Okay, my squad is coming up. And use the skill. Nice. And now we use our soldiers, for example. Let's use these fighters. Select all of them, call them squad number 1. And all of the soldiers, you go and destroy this machine here. While the rest of those are being called squad number 2. And you can mess these guys up. So RTSs are playable, as you can see, and if that's not cool, I don't know what is. Navigating menus, you go settings, it's so easy. It's just with this mouse region control thing, it's so easy. I can of course do VSD, slowly go there, but at the same time I can just quickly tap here, navigate, find the enemy map and whatnot. What do I want to see here? Enemy camp. Go back here, almost with a single click. As soon as you get used to the scale of it, you really quickly will adapt on how to choose specific parts which you want. Okay, so here are my guys. I'm using the same system for them. If I will want to surround someone, I'll do it like in a way kind of like this, you know. And then I want to select everyone, I just tap and everyone is selected. I'm just selecting them like this and then like, okay, I want to build a trap. Okay, where do I want to build a trap? Right there. Boom. They're building a trap already. How cool is that, huh? I don't know what else to add, you know? It's just a great experience. And it's really enjoyable that no matter where I need to click, I can just easily do it and navigate everywhere. And I can do it without this freaking swiping, which just kills me every time I need to do it like this, you know? Here, I need to go here, I just click here. I need to go here, I just click it. It's amazing. Turn everything off. Turn off energy, add some energy. With this mouse cursor thing, or mouse region, with the mouse region set to the whole screen, I don't even need hotkeys. I can just play this game with a single mouse, you know? No matter where I go and what I open up, the mouse region for navigation is so comfortable. Instantly close anything, and it's much more comfortable for me at least than the usual mouse setting, just because I always know where my cursor is and I don't need to know it. I just tap wherever I need it to be. But this is not about relative position, this is about specific position on a screen, and that's why it just doesn't work. It goes to the specific position, bottom or top, but it's not playable. For the first person and third person games, you don't need mouse region set like this. Maybe you can use it for something else. For example, for menus, you can easily use it. Yeah, it's amazing. But for aiming, you cannot use it. This is the reason. These touchpads is why GPD even Max 2, GPD 4, INEO2, 1X Player, they just don't matter that much. Because Can you play comfortably without a mouse any RTS games? No, you cannot. Or maybe you can. I cannot. Hey people, today I'm gonna show you a really nice, really quick trick which improves the mouse control, the touchpad control, for majority of your games. The trick is basically using mouse region, but using mouse region not for the specific part of the screen, not for the small minimap or small skill window in some RTS real-time strategy, but an actual full window mouse region. A one-to-one connection between the area on your touchpad and area on the screen. And I'll show you the way I did it. So basically, I'm going to Right Trackpad, selecting mouse region here, going to Settings, General Settings, snap cursor on activation, return cursor on deactivation. That means as soon as you tap it, mouse region kicks in and it will snap it to exactly the position you're holding it here. And if you untap it, so to say, if you stop holding the touchpad, return cursor on deactivation will put cursor in the middle. I think it will put it in a screen center. I don't need it for majority of my games. I prefer cursor to stay where it was last time. So what I'm doing here is I'm keeping regional horizontal on default, region vertical position on default, because basically in the beginning it's a square like this, mouse region, and 50-50 default means it's horizontally and vertically perfectly in the middle. What I want to do here is region size, I want it to be 48, default one is like 80 or something, and horizontal scale is 148. Region size gets smaller than default, but we stretch it horizontally. We stretch it horizontally to have a rectangle like this. And what does it do is that it makes, if you leave it by default, you will be using only small area on your touchpad for the whole screen, and that's what I want to avoid. But actually, if you select horizontal scale like this, region size 48, horizontal scale 148, it will make the whole trackpad respond one-to-one to the place on the screen, which is extremely comfortable. And vertical scale, I decided not to stretch it, so I just keep it as it is. And the last setting, trigger dampening, I don't use it. Outer ring command radius, I also don't touch it at all. And haptics, I usually turn off. I don't like haptics on the touchpad. I just want you to check out the difference in controls. Let me start a new game here. All right. As you can see, that's the magic. You see, I want to tap in the middle, I put touchpad in the middle. Here. I want to tap right corner, I put touchpad in the right corner. Left corner. Bottom, right. To show you that it's actually playable on sticks as well. Like, as you can see, I can still aim, not bad, like VASD. I'm kind of aiming with a right stick, and it's not too bad, but the problem is when I need to aim for something far away, and it's like, the stick is just not precise enough, probably, to make it really comfortable. So I can aim like this. I can aim. It's absolutely playable. Like, if you want to play with a right stick aiming, like, it's fine, you know? I'm not saying it's not playable. It's definitely doable. But let me show you right now how this same game will be played with the magic of the one-to-one mouse region to the whole screen. As you can see, like, if I want to tap the far corner here and make it slight adjustment here, you see? I hope you can see it on the screen. Like, it's really nice and easy, whereas if I'm with gamepad, right stick, and I'm doing it, and I'm kind of doing it, but I need to really concentrate on it. But with touchpad, really easy to control it. Extremely easy, extremely smooth. And I need to shoot left, I'm shooting left. I need to shoot right, I shoot right. Top, bottom. The main problem with the mouse, as it is in games, by default, first of all, if it has trackball mode, so I don't like trackball mode at all, I turn it off always. But another thing is that you always need to like push it like this, you know, to get from top right to bottom, top right to bottom left corner. You need to put a higher sensitivity, but then the problem with high sensitivity is that sometimes cursor just get lost on a screen and you need to tap it, find it again and start using it. But here I'm like, the enemy is there, I'm shooting there. The enemy is there, I'm shooting there. So Let me just run for a little while, just to show you how playable it is. In general, everything I'm showing here is not the best-in-class gameplay, that's for sure. I'm just doing it for the demonstration purposes. Yeah, so, you see? Directly, aiming at the guy. No problem whatsoever. I'm holding my aim, I'm adjusting it. Easy. Throwing mouse, throwing bomb. Boom. Where's another enemy? Another enemy, right there. Let's shoot him. Yep. Okay, I'm dying, but you get the gist, right? You got the idea. Let me turn on all the overlays, if any of you might find it useful. Okay. So this game is called Intravenous. More hardcore shooting game, basically. And once again, you can play this game with a right stick, definitely. It's much more playable with the right stick actually than that other game, than Noita, because enemies are usually closer. But even though it's playable with the right stick, mouse region, for me personally, is still much more precise. Like, I want to aim at the guy in the toilet, the cursor there. Let me grab some guns actually. Didn't play it for a while and forgot all the controls already. Okay, so as you can see, I need to aim at the guy on the toilet over there, and I'm doing just that. Toilet. Okay, let's shoot here. This target. Boom. This target. Boom. This target. That target. This target. So easy. So easy to shoot everything. Shooting top right, shooting top left, moving to the left, shooting middle, aiming, shooting middle, second right top, second left top. Boom, need to reload. Like cornering, coming around, there is a guy here, I'm shooting him, easy. Cornering, there is a guy behind this door, I'm walking around shooting him, easily. My point is that when you have a 2D game with a character in a center, and for whatever reason you don't want to use twin stick shooter, like you don't want a right stick for aiming because the precision is not good enough, just set a mouse region for this game and you'll have a really good time. Turn-based RPG. This one is Atom RPG, which is Russian-made, old school like, kind of like Fallout 2 game, which was really inspired by classic Fallout games. My point is that this mouse region thing, setting mouse region for the whole screen, is good for the games which are not third person, basically. If it's not a third person or a first person game, it will be awesome with the mouse region set like this. So look yourself, like I need to go, it's a dialog window, I need to click next, I'm just selecting the dialog window and going like this. Let's try to skip the conversation, whatever. And as you can see, it's like I'm navigating with WASD right here. I already forgot which buttons I set for what. Probably one of the back buttons is my left and right button, up and down. Doesn't matter. What I want to show to you, I will not be playing this game now. What I want to show to you is that I can really easily navigate anywhere I want to go instantly. Or, okay, yeah, cutscene, sure, whatever. If I want to click the button, it's really easy to do, you know? Like you have the whole screen to go to, but with the touchpad responding one-to-one, I want to go to this corner, I click here. Want to go here, I click here. I want to open this window, I instantly open it. I want to open this inventory window here, I instantly open it. So it's almost like playing with a mouse. And this is simply amazing, you know? And once again, it basically just emulates touchscreen. But of course it's uncomfortable to play games with touchscreen when you have the whole gamepad thing going on and fingers are fat and whatnot, right? Or if your fingers are skinny, sure. But my fingers are fat, so yeah. I just wanted to show you that this is totally playable and it totally emulates a mouse. Perfectly emulates a mouse. And the funny part is that apart from really easily navigating all these small menus and being able to do it with a single swipe, not just like roll, but swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click, swipe, click. Really fast and easy. In addition to that, you can actually scroll, imitate the mouse going behind the screen to push it in strategies or RPGs. Like I just tap right, like outside right, and my mouse region is set the way that this mouse region is actually a little bit outside, just a tiny bit outside of the screen. So when I touch the border of the screen, it's as if I'm pushing mouse to the right side. And this way I can go like mouse up, so you see I can even easily play like this without touching VSD. Of course with the VSD it's a little bit more responsive, but if for some reason I cannot, it's actually quite comfortable, you know? It's like going down, doing some things here, going a little bit down and to the right, okay? Doing things here, down, right, up, okay, left, up. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I don't even, you see, the good part is that I don't even need to drag it like this. I can just tap it here and it will be already the outside of the screen part. I hope I'm being clear enough, because I think it's just amazing to be able to use Steam Deck like this and play all the keyboard and mouse games like this. So yeah, like Tyranny, Pillars of Eternity, Baldur's Gate, Divinity Sin, whatever you don't want to play with a gamepad and you don't want to hustle with gyro. I'm not even using gyro here. Like technically I could, but I don't need to because it's already so perfectly clear and comfortable, you know? Red alert, whatever. Uprising. I'm not really good tapping trigger for mouse clicks because every time I tap, especially if I tap a lot, my Steam Deck moves, you know? Like, I'm really trying to do it carefully, but it still moves. And it's fine for shooters, but for strategy games, I find it not comfortable. So what I'm doing instead is I actually binded my left mouse, the most usable one, for L4, this one, L4, which I tap like this. I'm not squeezing it here, I'm pushing it through the screen like this. So L4, here, that's my mouse click, left mouse click, and R4, it's quite dark, right? R4 is my right mouse click. So once again, I'm not squeezing it, I'm pushing it through, and it's quite easy. So this way, I don't actually need to tap triggers, and my Steam Deck will not move that much and will not wobble. I push the button through the bottom to the top, and the weight of Steam Deck kind of keeps it stable, you know? So let me show you. For example, campaign, probably first time of me playing RTS game on a Steam Deck. And in general, I'm not good with RTS games, but I just want to show you that it's possible, and so here we go. So right now, I think I already finished this mission once. I have few troops, and I did bound before all my troops to 1, 2, 3, 4. Also a little bit of key binding for RTS if you're interested. I have my soldier here, right? Single soldier, single unit, and I'm choosing him, okay? And I want him to become a squad 1. So I got my D-pad numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I hold D-pad, it will be control plus this number, control 1, for example. I hold it, boom, he became squad member 1. I want him to become 4 again, I hold it, boom, he became 4. So for this specific mission, this is bind to VSD. Once again, the same magic trick. If I'm tapping it to the side of the screen, the screen moves exactly the way I want it to move, you know? It's like I need to go right and bottom. Okay, good enough. So here's my cursor, perfectly responding to everything. I also set my skills, like this skill F button to the... Right now I will be storming that artillery. So as you can see, in general RTS require quite a lot of micromanagement, right? Like micro should be pretty good. And with this mouse control set like this, I can actually micro. Of course not as good as on mouse and keyboard, definitely not. But I'm doing it not bad. Okay, my squad is coming up. And they will freaking destroy it now. And if I need to select a few soldiers here, boom, the whole squad, I call it number 1. And now it's number 1 squad moving around. I want them to switch these mines, I click it, they switched it. I need to select all of them, I click another button and now all of them move. Boom, artillery strike. Okay, fall back, fall back, fall back. This guy, stop using this trick. Okay, you go and you destroy this freaking artillery now. What I'm showing you right now is not how shitty I'm playing, because obviously I'm not really good with this game. Come on! Come on, move! Move! Come on, you can do better. Everyone, attack this guy. Okay, everyone come a little bit closer here. And you're going far away again. To destroy that artillery. And use the skill. Nice. And now we use our soldiers, for example. Let's use these fighters. Select all of them, call them squad number 1. And all of the soldiers, you go and destroy this machine here. While the rest of those are being called squad number 2. And you can mess these guys up. 2. Finish them. Nice. So as you can see, RTS is so playable. And in addition, talking about how well you can customize the controls actually for base building and whatnot, let me show you this. These 6 buttons are responsible for these tabs here, these tabs, base building. So when I need to build base, I don't even need to click here, I can just select the hotkey and then I select a unit here. You see? F1, F2, F3, it's as if I would click on any of those here. I'm selecting everyone with a hotkey. I'm selecting, I see that he's F5, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, and I'm just clicking F5 here with the left touchpad, and I chose him. You know? That's just magical. Yeah. So I selected all of them, F5, once, 2 times, boom. They are selected. They are group 3 now, and this way I can easily distinguish all of them between each other, and it's nice and comfortable. It's also a real-time strategy. It actually has pretty decent gamepad adaptation, gamepad controls. What I don't like about gamepad layout is that the cursor is on the screen and you have to move the whole screen to aim at something. Otherwise, it just doesn't work, you know, with gamepads. So the way I set it for myself, instead I'm using mouse and keyboard layout. As you can see, I did the similar thing with the right skills here, that when I'm choosing this touchpad, 3 rows and 4 columns, so if I need to click this button, I can just click it like this here, or I can just click it here and build a base. Oh, and also what I did for this game, check it out. As you know, you have magnifier feature if you don't see anything, but for this game I thought I'll be using it quite often, and so I just put magnifier for L stick. This way, if I really need to look at something or read this tiny text, I can do it more comfortably this way. You know, it's like, yeah, something is happening here. You see, once again, I can of course do VSD, slowly go there, but at the same time I can just quickly tap here, navigate, find the enemy map and whatnot. What do I want to see here? Enemy camp. Go back here, almost with a single click. As soon as you get used to the scale of it, you really quickly will adapt on how to choose specific parts which you want. Okay, so here are my guys. I'm using the same system for them. Left click is here for me, right click is there. And like, let's say this guy, I want you to be number 1, this guy is number 2, this guy is number 3. Okay, so if I will want to surround someone, I'll do it like in a way kind of like this, you know. And then I want to select everyone, I just tap and everyone is selected. I think it's amazing. Yeah, and off we go. The screen is small here, the game is not really made for Steam Deck in terms of resolution. I can just tap like this, yeah, destroy the enemy camp, got it. That's the task. If I needed to build anything, as you can see, this is my base thingy. 6 tabs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these ones. I'm just selecting them like this, and then like, okay, I want to build a trap. Okay, where do I want to build a trap? Right there. Boom. They're building a trap already. How cool is that, huh? I want you to raise your shields up. Third button here. Raise your shields. Boom. Defensive formation. I want you to retreat. Go back home, boys. Boom. They're retreating. Or, of course, I can always do it with a mouse like this. But if you're into bindings and whatnot, into making it more efficient, you can. You can, and this is amazing that with Steam Deck, we have provided tools to make it convenient. I just love it so much about it. That's what actually makes gaming enjoyable, you know? It's like selecting 2 squads, go, selecting 1 squad, go, selecting all of them, go, visiting here, go here. You don't need to go them here. You can go here instead. It's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. It actually does feel like using proper mouse. And same thing, check it out. We're starting a new game, sure. Choose any configuration, sure. B, let's go. I wanna choose something. I need to select this guy, click, select it, go here. If I want him to go another way, move him another way. I also set X, Y, B quite often, switching between medical room and engines. During fights, juggling energy, I just set it to the hotkeys. Like make it less, make it more. So yeah, that's kind of how it is. Okay, sure, off we go. You see, it's so fast, so snappy, so easy to use. Okay, someone is attacking us, what can we do about it? Nothing. Let's just fight. And another thing is these quick menus here. It's like, it's not mine, I took it off someone else. And here I can add or take away energy, boom, 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 and then add it back. Not bad, not bad. Or, for example, if I need to choose a specific person, person 1, person 2, person 3, right now I have only person 1, so person 1, go here, boom. Person 1, go back. Not bad. Or the most useful one is weapon 1 to 3, drones 1 to 3. Okay, weapon 1, you will be... Let's turn on auto fire. Yeah, you'll be turning off the shields, sure. Let's go. And as soon as the laser will be ready, I'll launch it as well. Okay, laser goes out, boom. Missed it, shit. Okay, laser again. Is it ready? Not yet. Yes, I made it. Okay. I don't know what else to add, you know? It's just a great experience. And it's really enjoyable that no matter where I need to click, I can just easily do it and navigate everywhere. And I can do it without this freaking swiping, which just kills me every time I need to do it like this, you know? Here, I need to go here, I just click here. I need to go here, I just click it. It's amazing. Turn everything off. Turn off energy, add some energy. With this mouse cursor thing, or mouse region, with the mouse region set to the whole screen, I don't even need hotkeys. I can just play this game with a single mouse, you know? It's like, before I spent quite a lot of time to set up all the comfortable hotkeys and whatnot, but now I'm just using left click, right click, and mouse, and it's also comfortable. Okay, something is happening, let me show you. Okay, let's turn it on. Pause. Okay. Pause button is quite convenient. Other than this, I'm fine even without it. Okay, waiting. Turned off. Perfect. Go for weapons. Go for weapons. Perfect. But of course with hotkeys it's a little bit more comfortable. You see, my hand is already looking for the buttons. Okay, he wanna run away. Let's shoot into the engines. So yeah, 2D arcades where you just need the full screen on. Basically any game where you don't need to continuously swipe left and right, because as you can see, you cannot continuously swipe left and right here. You can only swipe from here to here. So that's why it wouldn't work in the FPS games. What I wanted to show you right now is what will happen if I put mouse region here. Let me mess up my whole customization. Oof. Would be nice to remember. Right trackpad, radial. We don't need radial, we want mouse region. Mouse region we want, of course, click, I will make mouse left click, sure. Then mouse region, on-screen display. Yep, let's make it 48 as everywhere else. And this one is 158 if I'm not mistaken. I just remember the numbers already. And haptics, I hate haptics, so let's turn them off. Return cursor, let's also get rid of it. Okay, so now I have, as you can see, now I have this set to the touchpad. And in menu it works perfectly, right? In menu it works great because in menu I actually don't need to move mouse outside of the screen. So for options and everything, it's amazing, right? But when it comes to, you see, like I have flick stick here, it's perfect. But when it comes to using this, it's the same thing as if I would touch the screen. So if I would touch a screen here, yeah, you see, I'm dragging it and it's total freaking bullshit. Because the game freaks out. The game translates, the game wants to know relative position of the mouse and how it changes, like with gyro. But this is not about relative position, this is about specific position on a screen, and that's why it just doesn't work. It goes to the specific position, bottom or top, but it's not playable. So for the first person and third person games, you don't need mouse region set like this. Maybe you can use it for something else. For example, for menus, you can easily use it. Yeah, it's amazing. But for aiming, you cannot use it. So I would say the last thing I wanted to show to you is how the mouse region behaves in the desktop mode, because that's what it's so useful for as well. If I need to tap at the bottom left corner, I'm just putting my finger there and tapping. If I have the Steam and I need to close it, I'm just putting my finger to the right corner and I'm tapping it. Like bottom left, open up. Games, development, applications, whatever, scroll through, you know. No matter where I go and what I open up, the mouse region for navigation is so comfortable. Instantly close anything, and it's much more comfortable for me at least than the usual mouse setting, just because I always know where my cursor is and I don't need to know it. I just tap wherever I need it to be. Of course, it's not about drawing, I would say. The resolution is not enough, but as a navigation tool, this is just so good. I hope it was useful. Mouse cursor for many games, for different genres. Use it for desktop mode, RTS, RPG, 2D side-scrollers, top-down shooters, like any type of actually games which are not first-person or third-person from behind. Because in those games, you need to be able to scroll mouse endlessly. And that's when you don't need this setting. Anything else, especially real-time strategies, being able to play real-time strategies so comfortably on a Steam Deck is godsend. I really hope it will help more people to be happy with their Steam Decks and will help more people to have fun playing games which are not intended for consoles, and yet from now on we will be able to play them on the go. This is amazing, and thank you guys. Alright, happy gaming guys. Have a good one.